Peace, family. How are you? Sorry for this. I'm not sorry. Ain't nothing sorry about me. Let me start that out. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. So I hope you stood by. I hope you are well and at the end of a beautiful day. Um, if you are new here, my name is Shri, and I am coming to you from Bali, Indonesia. And the name of my YouTube channel is Someday Became Today. And it is about inspiring you to make someday become today. What you are witnessing in my existence here is me choosing, me being deliberate in making my someday become today. I usually have a little bit more energy, but in this space today, I am, I guess I'm more in a reflective kind of mood. Um, yeah, I'm in a reflective kind of mood. I have the last 24 hours have been um, an emotional roller coaster. And I mean, good. I mean, like, good, good, good. Hey, wait a minute. Where are you? Oh, Virtuous by Faith. How are you, sister? Much love. Can you jump on YouTube, please? Because I would love to chat with you. And it's difficult for me to chat um, on Instagram. Oh, I hope you are well. I hope you had a beautiful day. I hope your day was reflective of the soul that I know that you are. Okay, thank you, sis. Thank you. Yeah, it was and I'll just while you make the transition, I'll kind of check on Facebook and see who else is on. Ah, I know today is going to be a very gentle day for me. Very, very gentle. Oh, wow. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here and just loving me. I, oof, this has been, this has been something like, whoa. Okay. So it started out, um, it's just, I'm just going to say it's a faith walk all the way. It's a faith walk. Um, and then I got some news that a beautiful soul who loved me in the way that I needed to be loved made his transition. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey, sister. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Yeah. Um, it's been like a seesaw of emotions, and I'm like, whoa. And then I felt like, you know how when you used to be on a seesaw and then somebody jump off and you go up? No, wait. Yeah, they're the bottom, and no, you go down. Like, but you don't go down quick. It's that kind of thing. I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden somebody else gets back on, and then the seesaw is going. It's just been the last 24 hours. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I give thanks for it. I give thanks for it. Um, and then again, like I said, I had a brother friend who, okay, so my earthly brother, transitioned when I was 27, right? My brother's name is Malcolm. And Malcolm, I was 27 years old and I had already had a family, a husband, two children. And after my brother transitioned when he was 18, no, 17, because we were 10 years apart. We are 10 years apart. And it just, it changed my life, of course. Um, made me understand some things about transition slash death dying. And it's funny because that is some of the work that I do. I am a death/transitional doula, and I'll tell you how I was baptized into that work. Um, but it is this. So my brother friend made his transition, and I just recently got the call, and I was like, oh, like, oh. And I feel like within my awe came the because when the conversation that I had with the person who shared it with me, the conversation unfolded into a blessing. And I was like, he didn't waste any time working his ancestor powers. Like, the news of his transition wound up being something that has potential for me in my work. And I was like you got the hang of the ropes of the ancestor realm like that? Like I was like, wow. Like I'm sort of floored. Like I felt the blessing of him being an ancestor just that quickly. And then on top of that, I am nursing a wicked toothache. And I'm like, okay, universe, I'm this close to going to, they call it the Gigi. Gigi is the dentist. So I'm this close. I'm going to see how I like because I'm taking clove oil. I have like a cotton swab here with some clove oil on it. And I have colloidal silver, which I have made. Colloidal silver is, if you don't know, it's an antibiotic. And it was something that was used before antibiotics were used in this country, in America. And how it works is, well, let me just give you a little bit of background. Do you remember the saying, and thank you, Lisa Marie and Yvonne. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Um, you know the saying, someone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth? Well, that's where that comes from because children were given silver spoons to suck on because silver is a natural antibiotic and it's microbial. It's antimicrobial. That's the word I want to say. Yeah. So um, that's how that came about. And so during the pandemic, I learned how to make it. And oh, thank you, Queen. It takes one to know one. Um, I learned how to make it. And I learned how to make it because I came down with COVID. And, as a self proclaimed herbalist, um, well, not self proclaimed because I do have training, but um, as an herbalist, I was making the colloidal silver and using it. I was taking it internally. And at one point, I don't know if anyone knows this or had this with their COVID, but it also caused conjunctivitis. So I was dropping it in my eyes too. And I used it. I also bought a nebulizer and I dropped it in the nebulizer and I was using it as an inhaler. So, and that poop popped open my chest and allowed the air to flow through very easily. So I love my colloidal silver. I love the ability to make it and to have it at my disposal. So, the whole thing about the baby and the spoon in the mouth, born with a spoon in the mouth, oh, that's supposed to be a signature of wealth. But actually, what it's just saying is health is wealth. That's really what it boils down to. So look up colloidal silver if you don't know about it. Do you both know about it? Do you know about it? Type it in chat. Let me see. Anybody know about colloidal silver? Hmm? Because a lot of times, and the reason why I research natural ways to do things is because it seems like when you use the pharmaceuticals, they always upset something else. Like, why I gotta, you know, take antibiotics and then wind up with a vaginal infection? Like, that's not fair. Why am I trading things? Like that's not fair. I don't want that. No. I want if I'm trying to fix something, I want to, I want it to be balanced. I don't want to fix one thing and have to deal with another and then deal with that on top of that. It just seems like counterintuitive. Like I don't think the body was meant to deal with things like that. So anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. Oh, you never heard of it? Yeah, colloidal silver. It's it's you use so what it is it's a round disc, right? It's a like that board. This is what the apparatus looks like to make it. This is what I'm describing to you. It's a round disc with two very small drilled holes, right? It comes with two silver rods, 925 pure silver. You take the silver rods, right? You put them through the holes. You fill up a glass jar that's smaller than the mouth of the it's like pressed cardboard that the holes are drilled through, and that those holes have the rods going down into the jar. And then, but a little bit of the rods are sticking out at the top, and there's a positive charge, and it like like your car has the jumper cables. So these two mini jumper cables that go to a plug. You plug it in the wall, and you just let it be, and you just let it brew, and you check it every so often. And how you check it is with this little, it's like a laser. You remember the laser that you play with the animals with, and they run in the cats, and yeah, that kind of laser. And you point it through, and how you know that the colloidal silver is ready is that you see a steady red stream of light that goes through. So it can take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, and you can use the rods over and over again. And when you see that it's taking longer to create the colloidal silver, you take these like scouring pads, like the ones that you use to clean your pots and pans, like they come in green, red, and yellow. They're like the less abrasive ones, and scrape you scrape it off, and you can continue to use it until the rods, I guess, until they break, or I don't know. I'm still using mine from COVID. So yeah, and so it's great, and it has no side effects. You don't have to then, have a vaginal infection and then have to get acidophilus to balance that, and then and the discomfort of that. It's like, who wants that? Yeah, no. So this way, it just takes care. It just takes care of everything. So I'm gargling with that. I'm using clove oil, and we're gonna see what happens. If not, to the geeky doctor I go. But I'm hoping that I can get ahead of it, because it's on the gum, and the gum is tissue, and so it might be a little difficult to treat. But I don't know. See, I'm giving it some time to see what happens with it. Um, and what I'm not doing is taking any pain medication, because I believe it's important for you to feel pain. Pain is an indicator. That's what I'm using. The pain is an indicator as to how effective my treatments for myself are. Paging Dr. Cherie. Paging Dr. You can see, like, you can see it right there, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'll tell you, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm really grateful to have this knowledge, and to be able to look, I'm laughing. I'm laughing like this because it's like, and it's like right here is where it's hurting, and so it's also bothering like right here. So I'm like, oh, I don't want it to get too far. So I'm constantly. Oh, and I also am doing oil pulling to keep the gum massaged and healthy, because the gum is a little tender. So oil pulling. Do you know about that too? Do you know about oil pulling? Oil. I'm saying it too quickly. Oil pulling. Yeah, it's the nerve. Right. It's the nerve. So what I'm working on is the inflammation, and I'm also working from the inside out. So I'm also drinking the colloidal silver. I'm also drinking buffered vitamin C, which is more bioavailable to the body. And what that simply means is that it's used more effectively by the body. Oh, good, good. Yeah, it's definitely the nerve. Yeah, so I know, trust me. And the nerve is what's telling me, okay, there's something going on. You got a little inflammation. Yes, yes. Pulling is with the coconut oil, and it really keeps your teeth healthy and, strong. And so, yeah, I'm paging Dr. Sheree, paging Dr. Sheree, calling, calling Dr. Sheree. Here she is. You know, yeah, I really take responsibility for my life and my wellness, and putting myself in, for years in circles and in trainings and things like that, so that I can, get ahead of things as best I can, and what'd you say? Oh, let's see. Yvonne says, where are you sitting? It's an Oh, this is I'm outside on a balcony. This is outside of where I am, where I'm staying. Yeah. Oh, it's always a beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I tried to do more, like give you more. And I think I might try to give you more. Um, but I just don't want to lose the signal. That's the thing. But I think tomorrow, maybe I'll take you downstairs. Um, this is called a homestay. And this is where I'm staying. And it's an absolutely beautiful, good vibrational, lovely energy property. And I'm really happy to be here. There's lots of fruits growing on the land. A moringa tree right there, a cherimoya um, tree right there. And if you look up, let me see if I can spell cherimoya. Cherimoya. Look that up. Cherimoya. It's like a sugar apple. And thank you for saying that it's beautiful, because I too am influenced by this the surrounding. I'm influenced by its beauty definitely every day. Um, am I happy? Thank you for asking. Yes. Like, okay. You want to know what makes me happy about this place? When you speak to people here, one of the common greetings is Om Swastiastu. And I feel like when you say that, right, it's like it's a platform for which we can start to communicate, right? So Om meaning God. It's like God is in the middle of our conversations. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa Marie. I appreciate that. Thank you. It is something so good for my spirit. My spirit needed this. Like, I'm a sensitive being, and you know, I can only take so much. Like, I just so okay. So the reason why I relocated to Bali was in June. I had attended a midwifery conference, and I had an opportunity to be here for the month, and I got to meet birth workers from all around the world. And after the conference, because it's 22 hours to get here. Yeah, it's like about 22 hours to get here. So I was like, my friend said to me, look, you cannot come here like for a week or two. You really need to be here like for a month, so that you can really enjoy the experience. Welcome, Hunting Wisdom. Good to have you here. And so I stayed here for the month because, you know, the jet lag, you don't feel like yourself. The jet lag is real because you're going through time zones. And so I wanted the most out of this experience. And actually, my plan was that I had planned to um, move to Jamaica, but it just didn't feel right. I love the country. I feel so at home there, but the move itself did not feel right. But either way, um, my lease for my apartment was over, and the new lease terms were so astronomical that I was like, it was in that moment I saw the fact that my quality of life was going to decrease in me trying to uphold what it would take to maintain that life. My car insurance, da 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 da. Da. The food was not of quality. Um, the energy that I was feeling, that I know that is present, because I speak to people in the city. I know, and I love you, and I pray for you several times a day. I pray for your peace, and I pray for your welfare. I pray for your health. I pray that you stay in alignment with love, whatever. It's a lot that I think about in terms of being there and having loved ones and my family still there. So after that trip in June, I was like, it checks my boxes. It's beautiful people, sun. That's the other thing. I suffered from seasonal affective disorder. And at the top of 2023, I said to myself, that was my personal hashtag, last winter. I don't care to experience another winter ever again in my entire existence. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. And I'm like, why am I spending any part of my 108 years, because that's the number I'm claiming, any part of my 108 years feeling like I I'm unhappy? And if I'm feeling unhappy and unfulfilled, how is it possible that I can do the work that the universe intended me to do with with a robust energy? It just, to me, was not possible for me to be the full expression of who God created me to be. I could, I didn't know how to do it. And I know, and I felt every single time that I left the country, whether I went to the Caribbean, whether I went to overseas, I always felt better. And if you feel better, it's like if you got a man, right? And you feel better when he's not there. Oh, you know what time it is, right? You know what time it is? What that mean to you? It means you no longer really want that relationship. That you're not Yvonne. You know what I mean? Like, that means you're not really happy in a relationship. And if I am not happy in, so I'm clear that my role in this life is to inspire. That is part of my work. And how is it expressed? It's expressed in my coaching work. It's expressed in my doula work, both birth, postpartum. It's just it's expressed there, right? I am here to inspire. Simple. And I cannot do that if I don't feel inspired. If I'm going through seasonal depression, how? You cannot fake happiness. You cannot fake joy. Who are you fooling? I'm not, I would be trying to fool my clients. Energy does not lie. People can be, okay, you walk into a room and someone says, or you say to them, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? They go, I'm fine. You can feel. You can feel. Yeah, I went to P. That was another place I considered. PR. I love Puerto Rico. And this time when I went to Puerto Rico, I rented a car. So I was driving all around the island feeling real good. I never did that before. And I was like, anytime you rent a car and drive around someplace, that means you talking about staying, you serious about it. But Puerto Rico was very similar to the mainland. And I just was like, I love the energy. You know, I love my food. Love my food, love the people. But it just was too, it was very much mainland. So um thank you, sis. You get it. You get it. Thank you for being my amen section today. Yeah, I'm like, I cannot be my full expression. I cannot, you know, show up in the way that I need to be who God created me to be. And I know there was some kind of contract between me and the Most High. And I signed on the dotted line. Whether I get here and act like I didn't read the fine print is still there. And that fine print says that I am here to inspire. And that whatever that looks like, whatever setting I need to be in to do that work, then I got to be here. And I know that space has a whole bunch of sunlight. Now, did I know it was going to be 8 degrees from the equator? Not really. Am I going through menopause? Certainly am. Is it hot sometimes internally? Oh, yes, it's an inferno. But is my health supported? Am I able to tap into fruits and vegetables that don't trigger my menopause so much? Or um, am I able to afford massages and acupuncture that lessen the um, the effects of menopause? Can I exercise? Can I get this menopause belly back in line because I don't have and also the cortisol from the stress of being in that environment. Like all things pointed to me choosing a life that supports why I was created and the work that I'm here to do. You know, going through your old summer 24/7. I understand. One of the things you want to watch is sugar and alcohol. And honey, I don't know if you could see it, but I got a saber-tooth tiger sweet tooth. That thing be hanging out my mouth sometimes. I love me some sweets, but they don't love me. The sugar is just not it. It really is a trigger. And what I'm using to Gymnema sylvestri. Remember, I'm a herbalist, so I play around in these herbal streets. So I'm taking yeah, that menopause belly. It's not cute, and it messes with your self esteem. I'm like, but here I can get massages, I can get acupuncture. Um, there's plants growing around to balance, um, to balance my body. So I'm feeling better. One of the things I noticed that in all of the profuse sweating, it was starting to make my kidneys work harder. So I'm drinking moringa tea most every day. There's another plant. I can't remember the name of it, but it's here, and I just go, pick it off, wash it off, and put it in the tea and put it and make tea and drink it. Like it's just this move is so supportive to my goal of 108. Like I want to be 108. My grandsons are 3 and 4. They're gonna be 4 and 5. I'm trying to like live long and prosper. I'm not. I I'm just trying to live to, and I feel like I was in a point of existence, living versus existence. So as we share this conversation, right? Like, what do you think we want more of, and which do you think is in alignment with why you were intended? Oh, by the way, Gymnema sylvestri, it's nicknamed the Sugar Destroyer, and you can get it on Amazon. Just hit me up, text me, and I'll give you the brand that I use. I'm happy to share. And so I'm also taking cranberry, organic cranberry powder to support my kidneys as well. Because when you constantly are sweating, no, I do. I eat fish, but I don't eat it as much. Um, I'll eat fish maybe like once, maybe twice a week. But my food is heavy on. Oh, thank you, thank you. Some of it's genetics, and then some of it is actually because I'm making a concerted effort to eat better and put myself in a position to have access to better food, to food that isn't like to eat food that isn't laden with chemicals and whatnot, food that has seeds. And so when so it'll make you laugh, right? So when I was packing up things to make the decision to move, I was like, okay, how do you choose? Because you can't bring everything, right? And I totally was not going to have a what do you call those things? A storage facility. Because I was like, I do not want to have a monthly bill for things that I'm not using. It makes no sense. So I said, okay, what's coming with me? What am I releasing? Hey, Adele, welcome, welcome. We're just chopping it up. I started out talking about death and transition and maintain. So I don't know how we got here because my sister friends are here and we're all here together. Look, Adele meet Yvonne, Yvonne meet Lisa. Yes, all my loved ones, you all are here, and my new sister, Hunting Wisdom. So yeah, everyone, your family here. So what was I talking about? We were talking about, oh yeah, the processed food is definitely killing us. So I have access to like seeded fruits. And so one of the things I thought about in terms of my food is and even I had changed my eating habits even when I was there. um I was following Dr. Sabi's protocol because it was a way for me to also keep the weight down that comes with age and the slowing metabolism with the menopause and all that other, and the up and down of your emotions and all the things, really trying to balance my hormones. So I decided that one of the things that was going to come with me here was my Vitamix. And I kind of like had a funny picture in my mind, like dragging suitcases and having my blender walking through the airport. Like, but it didn't happen like that. I was able to ship it. Paid a king's ransom to get it through customs, but do I care? No, because do I have the ability to, like last night? No, the night before, I took some walnut meat. I made walnut meat. You're like, what is walnut meat? What the heck is that? And um, I'll tell you about that. The title, "When Death Writes a Letter, You Better Answer." I'll tell you that. That's after I finish explaining this, then I'll go on to that. I promise, because it's wild. Um, so um, with the walnut meat, you take walnuts and you soak them for 24 hours and they swell up, and then you pour the water off, and then you take the walnuts and you put it in the Vitamix, and you just turn it on a little bit and let it chop up. And so what you have after doing that is it looks like chopped beef, like chopped meat. So then you take it and you put it in a pan and you toast it, and it gets like brownish, and then it really looks like chopped meat. And then guess what? Yeah. Guess what? Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So my girl knows. She knows what's up. She knows what's up. And then you take a little bit of oil. You take some grapeseed oil or avocado oil, something that has like a high flash point, in terms of like sauteing. And then you season it up just like you would beef or turkey meat, Miss Hunter. And you put in your garlic, you put in your garlic, your fresh thyme, your fresh oregano. Girl, it's some good eating. And then what you do is you cut up some tomatoes, you throw your tomatoes in there. And if you didn't make your own tomatoes, like this time I didn't make my own tomato sauce, even though it's easy, but I was like, I didn't want to invest that time, so I went and bought me a jar of tomato, a glass jar of tomato, organic tomato, and then season that up. Yep, exactly. Fennel does give, so you can take that meat, that walnut meat, and you can repurpose it so many different ways. I have curried it. I have used it for tacos. Like Hunting Wisdom is saying, you can add fennel to it, and then it has that sausage flavor. Who doesn't like to? Because I grew up eating sage sausage and all that other. Yeah, I put sage in it. Like you just hook it up the way you hook up, and the thing about it is, after you eat it, first of all, you have so much of it that you can. So I had some quinoa left over, so I put it on. I scooped it out and put it on a bed of quinoa, and then I have some. What do you call that pasta? Um, I have chickpea pasta, and I have what's that other pasta? Cassava. And I put it on it. And the thing about it is, when you eat it, it tastes so good and it doesn't make you sleepy. You have energy. I realize when you eat food and it makes you sleepy, it's like you having a car, right? And you put some gas in the car, but the car doesn't go anywhere. It's like, what sense does that make? Right? You're the car. Your car should give you energy. It should be able to take, I mean, your food should give you energy. It should give you the ability to go somewhere, to have, you know, come on. It should give you some get up and go. Shouldn't, if you put gas in your car and you started the car and it just sat right there like that, it would be of no use to you. Same thing with your food. If the fuel that you're putting inside your body isn't making you go, it's time to change that. And we're all becoming more seasoned. Mobility is everything. We want to be the 90 and 100-year-old women in the kitchen telling our grandchildren to get out, or our nieces and nephews, our cousins. Like, we want to be sassy. We want to be in there stirring our pot. We want them interviewing us, asking us what is the secret to longevity, right? Oh, you're fasting. Sorry. Okay, stay strong. Stay strong. This was not about food. But anyway, um, so Adele said she was kind of captivated by the title. And um the reason why I wrote that title, When Death Writes a Letter, You Better Answer. Well, and it's 11:54, so I'm not going to keep you much longer. But the reason was to remind you to make your someday today. And I don't know, has anybody ever heard that song? It's a song. When Death Writes a Letter, You Better Answer. Please, in the chat, let me know if you've heard that song. Please. Have you ever heard that song? When death writes a letter, you better answer. I'm going to sing it for you. It's. Have you ever heard the song? Yes. And what does it mean to you when death writes a letter? You better answer. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tell you the story until and let you reply. So I must have been about 13, 14 around that time. So this was like in the mid 80s. Okay, haven't heard of it? Please sing. Okay, here we go. So, wrote a song. You want to hear it? No. So, I my grandfather made his transition, and God rest his soul. I am the granddaughter of William Carter, and so my grandfather made his transition, and he was in it was in the South where we had the funeral, and that was probably like one of my first um, real close to me kind of experiencing transition slash death in such a close way. So it's a very southern church. It's hot. Um, you know, the biscuits. It was full on southern. It was all the biscuits, all the everybody bringing over food. I mean, oh my gosh, it was a true way that it was full community. So we're inside the church, and my grandfather's in the casket, and I'm sitting up front next to my mother and my brother, and the soloist gets up, and the pastor had said some words and was handing over the mic to the woman, to the soloist. So here comes the song. When death writes a letter, you better answer. When death writes a letter, you better answer. Right? So, right, this is the song. So she goes on, when death writes a letter, you better answer. And there's some other words. And so they keep singing, keep singing, keep singing. And then it gets to the point where the whole church is singing, right? And, they're singing the words. And then when death writes a letter, so they're playing the organ. Boom, boom. You better answer. Dun-dun. When death writes a letter. And then why does this woman from the choir belt out, and it ain't no return address? I was like, what? Inappropriate. So I say all that to say, um, that was my first experience with going to a funeral with someone who is close to you, and it was just so wild. It was so wild, and it seemed so inappropriate for me to start laughing, but it's just like, what did she just say? Like, that was the most inappropriate improv I've ever. And from that experience on, I realized at funerals, I started like experiencing moments where things were just funny. So how I what the reason why I wrote that is I got news today that one of my beloved brother friends, made his transition. He's an ancestor, and he was funny, and he loved me. He loved me like he gave me the love that I needed since my own blood brother, Malcolm, transitioned. And I give thanks for his energy. I don't want to say his name, but he's an ancestor now, and I give thanks. And I know for sure, I know, because you know your friends, you know their dreams, and there were some dreams that were not realized inside of him. And you know that's why it's important for me to inspire you to make someday become today, no matter what that someday goal is. It may not be, it may be relocation. I can help you with that. If it's something that you want to move out of your way, through coaching, I can help you with that. But the most important thing is that these dreams become realized. And when death does write that letter, what you gonna do, right? When that transition comes, you know, is it going to be? Because my goal is, you will, if I transition before you all, you will not be crying. No, you're gonna be like, my girl, she got out of here and she did it. She did the dag. She put the pedal to the metal and she did it. There's nothing to be. I don't. You better not cry. You better be like, she lived the heck out that life. She, when the tire went flat, she rolled the rims. That's how fiercely and how diligently and how seriously she took the responsibility of living her life, because she knew that her life had such purpose that she could not be used unless she lived the fullest expression of her life possible. So, if, hey, I'm learning to transform. Listen, welcome. You here with family. We here chatting it up. Thank you for jumping on. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you are new here. Unlearning to Transform is a powerful sister, just like you all are. I want you all at my retreat. Listen, I want you all. So much peace, so much love to you. Love unyielding. Unlearning to Transform. I want y'all here. It's so much I want to show you. There's so much I want to show you. I want to show you the other side of you. That's why I'm putting on, ride them rims for real. Like, come on. I really want the fullest expression of my loved ones. I want to see that. I want to meet you. I want to meet the 2.0 you, the 3.0 you, the 4. The greatest expression of you. I want to meet her. I want to help inspire her. And the only way, I'm telling you, I don't know how to do that. I could not be my fullest expression in that environment. Don't think it's possible. Because if it was with all of the yoga, meditation, neurolinguistic programming, all the things, tapping, all the things I know, lucid dreaming, all the things that I have, all the tools I have been fortunate enough to experience, they could not flourish like they are flourishing here. So when you see me being so passionate, when you see me looking good and feeling good, it's because this is a place that inspires that. It truly, truly inspires that. I want you to experience the blessing of the water temples and of a beautiful, beautiful blessing ceremony. I could see it in my mind's eye. I want to see you riding a horse on the beach. I want to see you holding the coconuts and just having a fresh coconut several times a day. Not like it being something that you can't afford. Like, I never drank coconut milk. when I was in the United States because coconuts were so expensive or they were so small. I can drink a coconut every day, twice a day here. This supports, this environment supports living. This environment supports thriving. Yes. Oh, you said what? Where? Come on. Yes, I'm doing a retreat. It's going to take well, I'm planning the first one in October of 2025, but I might have to do one sooner. It's been brought to my attention by a number of people. So because I want to do, I think, two. One that is just for people who need to focus on themselves, and then another retreat for those who want their families to come, and this is going to include their children, because this is an incredible space. Whether you are 55 or 105, this place will give you something that you didn't even know that you needed, or that you know you needed and didn't know how to get to. So yes, next week I'm going to visit some more places. To it's a place called like Brooklyn, Queens. I'm going to the more spiritual, is considered the more spiritual center of Bali, and I'm going to look at some more spaces and places to host the retreat. So I will keep you informed. Here. Um, just shoot me an email and just let me know that you're interested in attending the retreat, because I am starting to get and I haven't even done like the what you call it form, what do you call it, a Google form. I need to work on that this weekend. Like I need to do that so that I can start getting names, and um, it's so many things that you're going to experience here. The cooking classes, the the um, the healing ceremonies, and I want all the different elements. Whether it's a fire ceremony or whether it's a water ceremony. I want us to go to the waterfalls together. I want us to have a cooking class together. I want us to walk a labyrinth together. Does anyone know what a labyrinth is? Here, I'll write that. Has anyone walked a labyrinth before? Labyrynth. I think there's an I in there. Labyrinth. I think there's an I in there. I might be spelling it incorrectly. I don't know. Lisa, you are funny. You are so funny. And everybody, I'm nursing a uh, a tooth issue, a tooth problem. So that's what you see going on up here. Pray for me, because I'm pulling out all the stops, all my herbal stops. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, a labyrinth. So what it is it's a seventh circuit. It looks, people, all right, so when you look at things, you look at things that you don't know, and you kind of like look at it from a place of um um what do you when you liken things, you need to liken things to understand things, right? So what a labyrinth looks like is a maze. It's a circular maze, but it's really not, because mazes, like, they stop. A labyrinth, like, the way that it's constructed, it keeps going, and it's like a walking meditation. And when you walk a labyrinth, you have the full attention of the Most High. It is one of the most profound experiences in my life, um, that I've had. It's really something. And so I want that for you. And I also want you to enjoy silence. How about silence? True silence, so that you can hear and get in touch with yourself in a way that you have never been able to, that you cannot do in that environment. It's just not possible. I am creating a space in which for you to be able to do that, to be able to taste fruits from this land. I was saying to my brother, another brother friend today, I was like, when's the last time you tasted a green pepper? Do you remember what green peppers used to taste like in the 80s, 70s, 80s? Like it tastes like garden. It tastes like something, right? Here it tastes like something. It doesn't taste, it's not this big old thing that tastes watery. It's about this big. It's the size of it that we remember. You're not crazy. Things weren't always this ginormous. Things have seeds. You're supposed to eat things with seeds. So when I buy my grapes, do you remember them Concord grapes that we used to get? They're here. And I put them inside of my Vitamix, throw some ginger in there, and the ginger it's not this big. The ginger looks like ginger. The ginger is the size of like what turmeric, what you see turmeric in the store there, that's what it looks like. It's normal size. So in October, definitely October of 2025, I want that one to be the adults one. And then I want to do another one. I might do one sooner, so that families can come and I can create a transformative family experience. And I was thinking also, like, there's going to be times that you're going to want your children to have, if you have children, nieces, nephews that you want to bring, I want them to have their own activities. And I want you to have your own activities. And then you have your shared activities, So I got work to do. This calling is something else. And it's something I've never done before, but I'm not shrinking because I know that the Most High gave me the desire. So the Most High is going to support me in the design. And that's just what it is. I am moving in this section of my life with what you all know is holy boldness. So, and I want you all to move in that too. I want that. You all are always and have been divine reflections of me, and I want that to continue. You know I love you deeply. You know that. You know that. You know that. And I want for you, like I have for myself, you know, you are very, very special to me. And I want to be the old lady with old lady friends and old brother friends. True. Yeah, I want that. Why all my friends gonna have to be 20 years old when I'm 108? No, I want to have 108 friends with me in age, and I want that. And I know that this can espouse the possibility of better living and better thinking and better feeling and better health, both mentally, spiritually, and physically. This offers that. So it is 12:13. I have talked your ear off, and I want to thank you for being with me. If you're ready, I would like for you to just snuggle in, and I'm going to give you, before I go, wait, let's read Lisa Marie. That's how it works. If he puts it in your mind, you know it is possible. Absolutely. This is true. This is true. Um, I would like for you, because I want to do a little meditation for you to just guide you into your dream space in peace. So just settle into your bed. And again, thank you for being here with me. I love you, love you, love you where there is no time, no space. The love I have for you is unyielding, and it's growing because I'm growing. The love I have for myself is growing. So it could only grow for you as well. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So just lay back in your bed, please, and just allow the bed to support you. And just start out by inhaling a nice, deep, cleansing breath, breathing in, hold it, and exhale. Beautiful. And again, breathing in, hold it, and exhale. And again, breathing in, hold it, and exhale. Beautiful. And just allow your eyes to soften. Either they can soften down to a soft gaze, or you can close them completely and focusing your eyes towards your third eye point, which is right in between your eyebrows, and allow your tongue to rest comfortably on the palate, very softly, very easily. Just breathe deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeply. Giving thanks, giving thanks for this moment that we are in together. Allowing the feeling of agape love to just enfold us. Allow this love to nestle us in its bosom. Allowing this agape love to have us feel safe and secure within it. Allowing this agape love to connect, allow us to feel more connected within ourselves. Allowing this connectedness to bring us to our truest self. That self that is absent of heaviness, absent of separation, absent of all things that are not in alignment with our divine selves. Hmm. Breathing deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeply. And as you move into your next inhale, just take the moment to inhale love, gratitude, peace, and comfort. Allow the softening of your body through the acknowledgement of those words. Beautiful. And on your exhale, letting go of stress, self-doubt, lack, fear, disharmony. It's already all right. Smiling, smiling because you know that your heart's desires are right there and available to you through divine alignment. And knowing that in that divine alignment, your purpose is being fulfilled. Smiling and reflecting upon all the ways that you showed up in your beautiful self on this day. Smiling, knowing the effect of your light when it's cast upon others. Smiling, knowing that as you move through this day and throughout your life, everything is happening for you. Nothing is happening to you. That your experiences are here to guide and teach you so that you can be used in the fullness of your being. Knowing that you are loved, cared for, and protected. Breathing deeper and deeper, deeper and more deeply. Allowing your body to become soft, softening, softening. You are loved, cared for, and protected. With the full power of Mother Nature and the divine and mighty universe, you are loved, cared for, and protected. There is nothing that happens, there is no place you will venture to, there is no experience that you will go through without the love, guidance, and protection of the Most High. Smile, knowing that you are a favorited child of the Most High and that you can move throughout this earth with that level of surety and faith. Beautiful. And as you move into your dream space, just know that all the answers you seek are within. And allow your dream space to open your mind, open your heart, and open your spirit to more of the insight and goodness this existence has for you. Beautiful. I wish you the most loving, gentle, and compassionate sleep, full of grace, honor, and mercy to follow you into your dream space and throughout your day. So it is, and so it shall forever be. Ashe, Aho, Amen. Much love. I love you, family. Sleep well. Be good to yourselves. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Take good care of yourself, and to be continued. Peace.